Okay, Vincent, just want to talk about your surfing. You know, the good thing about surfing is you're getting plenty of height in your surfing. It's, there's good commitment that's happening. You can see in these couple of waves, go well. But the problem is sometimes there's a little catching off the top on your backhand. And this is caused more by a couple of things. Number one is that you tend to not turn your head as much as you could. So you're looking more to the bottom sometimes when you need to look back. Also, I think that what a big area of improvement can be by doing this, what you did here, a really nice vertical. The more vertical you can get, the better. So in this case here, every degree of verticalness you can get is good, and also being vertical coming back down is a really good thing. Another thing that can be improved is that I think sometimes that you tend to not look to do the full cutback when you can on your backhand. You look to do a half turn in those situations, and whenever you can, you look back to the bottom of the foam. So sometimes you look, because if you look back to the bottom of the foam, that sets up a vertical next turn in a lot of cases, and that will be a better combination. I have a rule that after your first major manoeuvre of the ride, you go into the next major manoeuvre without hesitation. On this wave here, you did your first turn here, and here there was a section that you could have thrown yourself up on instead of going underneath. Just like here, this surfer does his first turn, straight into his next turn, and into his next turn again. So there's that flow between turns. Here, the first turn, then he goes into that snap, off the bottom, straight into the next turn, and then, so it's a continuous scoring manoeuvres that people do. A big part of this is that throwing of the arms above your head to make that happen. So you've got to have that arms up action. With your aerials, this little aerial here, there's two things I want to comment about. There's the entry into the manoeuvre, and also the being over the top of your board when you get in the air. And a big part is this getting more compressed, emphasising the compression on the bottom of the bottom of the turn, or as you go into the turn. And the second part is that part about where you stay over the top of your board in the air, or you get on top of your board in the air. So it's coming off the bottom in a compressed way, and then you can see here he's really forward over his front knee when he is in the air. And that's the secret, I think, to the turn. You can see here, lots of compression on the entry. So emphasize, exaggerate the amount of compression you get as you go into the turn. And when you get up in the air, if you're doing an air reverse in particular, you've got to keep your weight forward over your front foot. So the basic thing on your backhand is you've got to get more vertical. Try and get 12 o'clock high when you come around a section, rather than just hitting it. Hit it vertical. And I think that will really improve that backhand surfing, plus the other things I've spoken about here. So in summary, Vincent, the more vertical you can get as you come around, so 12 o'clock high, and also vertical coming back down is important, because what that does, that sets you up nice and deep for that next section as you go down the line. When you come around a section, the full head turn snap in a tight position should be the way to go. It again takes you to a deeper position. Full cutback whenever possible, because then it puts you deep, and usually your next one can be a much stronger turn. Your opening combination, no hesitation. After your first manoeuvre, go into the next manoeuvre without hesitation. And then your aerial manoeuvres should be nice and compressed on the entry, and stay over the top of your board when in the air.